Alright guys, so winter here in Georgia is almost over, and my mom wants to start her garden. So the first thing I have to do is prep the ground for her. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Hydra bucket to actually kill and chew through all those weeds right here. So let me show you guys how it looks like. So these are all the weeds that are growing, and the easiest thing to do is just to till it up and mix it all up. Use the Hydro bucket, and I could just bury all these weeds. So it's gonna make pretty much short work of it, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so this soil right here has been harvested over the last couple years or so. So that's why it's very easy for the Hydro bucket to mix everything up. And I highly recommend one of these buckets for anybody that's interested in doing any type of grading. You guys can actually contact Olaf at CMP Attachment to get you guys one of these buckets. So before you start your garden, just make sure that you remove all the weeds, because those weeds will try to compete with essential resource that your plants and vegetable needs in order to grow successfully. So right now I'm just making a couple of passes forward and backward, and just wanted to make sure that everything gets shredded to pieces. So as you can see, I'm not putting a lot of down pressure on the bucket. I'm just letting the drum do the work. It doesn't take much with this bucket to actually pulverize everything. It does a great job at it, and that's why I like it so much. Okay, so here I'm just using the bucket to dig into the soil and loosen it up some more. So the deeper soil will provide space for roots to grow and spread out, and it's going to allow the plant to establish a strong root system as well. So really, this is my first time using the Hydro bucket for gardening, and loosen up and digging through the soil there. So this one is a 60-inch bucket, which is pretty big for this mini skid steer. But then since I have the CTX 160, it can actually handle it with ease. You just gotta be careful on how much material you put in the bucket when you drive around, because you don't want to accidentally flip your mini skid steer with an overloaded bucket. So here's a little story why I got this Hydro bucket. I was looking for a bigger bucket for my mini skid steer, so that way I could move material around. And then I was also looking for a Harley rake to be able to
pulverize the soil. Then I looked online and I thought, you know what? This Hydra bucket is actually not a bad design at all. With this Hydra bucket, actually I don't even have to buy a bigger bucket because the bucket's big enough, and I don't even have to buy a Harley rig for this. So I don't have to switch attachment around. And it makes sense. Look, you can move the material around and you can pulverize the soil, even out the soil, fix the grade. And this is why I decided to go with the Hydra bucket. So their design here at CMP attachment makes a lot of sense, and that's why I decided to go with this bucket here. I know it's expensive, but if you are into this type of stuff, this is the type of bucket you need to get. And if you get you one of these buckets, I tell you, you'll be super satisfied with it, because I know I am. Alright, so it only took 2 or 3 passes, and if you are doing it for sod and things like that, and you want a smooth, even surface, all you will have to do is just go back and try to even it out and smooth it out with the tip of the bucket to have an even grade on it. But in this case right here, I just need to destroy all those weeds, so that way we can start the planting process, or actually not planting yet, but then so we can actually just remove all those weeds and get the garden ready for planting in the next couple of weeks or so. Alright, so now I'm just flipping the dirt over, so that way my mom can have some loose soil to work with, and it will be easier for her to plant her vegetable and grow whatever she wants in it. So this is just a part of the process that I wanted to try, and we will find out how well it works using this system here. In the meantime, on the right side there, my dad is building something for those vegetables to grow on. I'm not sure what those things are called, but I'm not even sure what he's doing, but then he's doing something where a vegetable grows up on top of it, and then he'll just harvest it when they're all ready. It's some weird vegetable. I don't know the name of it because I don't do a lot of gardening, but I do love to play with dirt, so you know, this is at least one part of the process that I enjoy doing, because I get to use my equipment. So all the dirt on top of the hill there is actually not as dark as the soil that's on the bottom of the hill here. But one thing we should have done is actually get some chicken manure and mix it in to the soil in order to let it turn more black in the future. But maybe next year I'll get some chicken manure and mix it up into the soil there, so that way it'll have more nutrient in order for the vegetable to grow better and be more healthier.
Okay, so now it's done. The next thing I gotta do is I gotta change the attachment and use the disking tool to try to make some lanes out of it. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is use this disc tilling attachment here Let me take it closer here so you can see. So this attachment right here will even out the ground a little bit better, and then that way we'll have some sort of lanes throughout the whole garden here. So this we're gonna try it out. Tried it last year. So this is an old attachment. It weighs right around, I would say, 1,500 pounds or something. So I'm gonna try it out right here. It should make the garden bed a whole lot better.
So the disc on the right side of the screen there were actually not spinning. That's probably because it's been sitting out there in the element for so long. But once I put enough down pressure on it, I think it's gonna start spinning in a little bit there. So we just gotta unclog it and it'll start rolling. I think I have to also find out about where to grease it up at, because I don't think I saw any grease point on this disc attachment. But I'll have to double check it. It's this thing hasn't been used in so long that I just happened to dig it out from the farmhouse and just decided to go ahead and use it as an attachment for my mini skid steer. So, you know, it's one of those things where, like, it's there, so may as well try to use it and see if it works, you know. And so far, like you see here now, it actually starts spinning, so that's a good thing. And it's breaking up the soil a little, trying to, you know, mix everything up together. So it looks a little bit, you know, better like this. It's more like even, but then still, this whole entire garden here, once it's all done, my mom can start just fixing different lanes for it manually. I don't think it's gonna take much work, but I mean, if she wants to, I also have a tiller for my little tractor there. I can use it to till the garden, but the tiller can only, you know, do so much. It's a small 48-inch tiller. So I think doing the rest of the job by hand there is it's not gonna be too hard, because the soil's already all broken down and it's loose. So I'm gonna let her do some of the work too. I can't do all the work. So I was watching on YouTube some of the guys with their tractor using some of these attachment or disc right here. You can either have the disc attachment like this for those big field that needs to be plowed, or you can use a tiller for the same application. The advantage of having the tiller is that it's gonna leave your soil a whole lot, the clumps of dirt there will actually be a whole lot smaller. But I'm gonna try it this way with this attachment here and see how it comes up like. I mean, this is not too bad at all because everything's already all broken down. There's not a lot of down pressure that I have to put on the attachment there to get it going and to get it to go deeper, because it's deep enough already. What I'm trying to do here is just to go around and trying to even up the loose dirt a little, so that way it'll be easier to just, you know, start the garden with. So this disc right here, they are pretty nice. So right here I'm gonna change the position. My mom decided that she doesn't want to do any rows anymore. She wants to have some long lanes that goes up and down, because I think she says she's gonna plant some corn over here towards the back end, and she just wanna go ahead and have some the long lanes that goes from the bottom to the top there. But I just don't know how, if when it starts raining, I just don't know what the water, if the water is gonna be able to flow through and stop. I don't know how water's gonna be able to, if it start raining hard, I don't know if water's gonna rush in really hard and just puddle there or what. I'm just listening to the boss, and I'm just doing what she asked me to do, so we'll see how it goes. So for this last one here, I'm just gonna go this way because it's actually easier for me to exit out of the garden. And I'm just gonna try a couple passes here and there, and I think I should be all done with the gardening. Alright, so I'm just gonna do one more pass right here and we should be done. And I didn't want to get too close to those little flowers. Those are actually flowers on the right side there. Yep, right there, because those are actually nice pretty flowers that a customer actually gave me when I went to do a Dish Network job for them, and they told me about it. So I just told my mom to start planting it, and she gave me a bunch of seed, and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and try to plant it. But at the end of the day, they actually came out pretty nice.
Okay, so this is the end result. So for anybody that wants to have a foot plot for deer, this would be perfect, I guess. Man, this would be perfect. This is how you would do it. Loosen up this wall on the bottom, and then just gotta fix it, pretty much fix it by hand, because all the dirt has been disturbed, and the crop should be should have plenty of room to there should be plenty of room for the crop to grow. So yeah, this is a little wavy, but it's all right. It can be fixed by hand very easily. So that's how a foot plot would be done. It'd be good for those that like to hunt deer hunting using the Hydra bucket and this attachment right here. So I'll see you guys on the next one.